What do you do when your ex texts you during a no contact period? This is a question that I get asked all the time in my one-on-one coaching sessions. And it's actually very common. I'm actually not surprised most of the time when that happens, because that means the no contact is doing exactly what it is supposed to be doing. But it's important that we figure out whether it is the best decision to respond or not respond. But before we jump into that, first and foremost, if you are new to the channel, welcome to the With My Ex Again project. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you are somebody who's already been part of the community, welcome back. If you don't know who I am, my name is Danny, and I'm one of the head coaches here at the With My Ex Again project. And I work with you guys one-on-one on this channel via email to help you achieve your relationship goals, your breakup recovery goals, and whatever it is that you feel that you need. So let's not waste any time and get right into the video. So when your ex texts you, specifically during a no contact period, this can cause two reactions, right? Number one, excitement, or number two, anxiety. Therefore, what I always recommend is that you take time to check in with your emotions when something like that happens. The reason why is because if that message makes us anxious in a bad way, it is possible that you are not ready yet. It is possible that there are still some emotions that are harboring within you that could lead you to respond in the wrong way. The second thing is excitement. Are you excited that you finally have the opportunity to open the lines of communication and potentially reconcile the relationship? Are you excited because you have the opportunity to show your ex the changes that you've made over this period of time? Whatever it may be, the first thing, right? So step number one is check in with yourself. Your emotions will dictate your actions. Like I said, if it makes you anxious, take pause. Don't respond. If it excites you, take pause and don't respond. Reflect on why you went into no contact in the first place. Take a moment, take a beat. If in the previous dynamic that you had before the no contact, you were constantly available, you were always messaging right away, then the reason why I'm telling you to take pause, even if you are excited, is because I don't want you falling back into old patterns of behavior. You've created a new life for yourself. You're working on yourself. You're doing your thing. You don't have to respond right away. And that will also leave them with a little bit of doubt or curiosity or wondering why it is that you are not responding right away. That's not a bad thing. The second thing is analyze the message. If it's a generic message, right? So, hey, how are you? How are you doing? Don't respond. We only want to respond to messages that have value, something that is an indication that they are willing to maybe put in a little bit of work or a little bit of effort into reconnecting to some degree. So I personally like to recommend that if your ex texts you and it has some substance, hey, I've been giving some thought to our situation. I'd love to jump on the phone and have a conversation. Or, hey, I was passing by a restaurant and I saw whatever, this particular food that really made me think of you because we used to cook this meal every Friday night. How are you? Like something that has some substance to it, I think is important to take into consideration. Say, okay, cool. I'm good with responding to this. But again, if it's just very like, hey, how are you? Most of the time, in my experience, that's just that person checking in to see if you're still around, to see if you're willing to respond. And we don't necessarily know the motives quite yet. So you can go one of two ways with this. One, just don't respond at all if it has no substance. Or two, give it some time. Give it a day or two or 3 days. Then you can respond at that point, and then we see where it goes. But again, that's why I say it's so important to take time to reflect, check in with your emotions, see where you're at, make sure that you're still not in a place of needing to speak to your ex, And every person's situation and circumstance is different. So if you feel like you need a little bit of guidance or you feel like you need some help in that situation, book a one-on-one coaching session. We work specifically with every person and their individual circumstance to give you the best tailor-made strategy that will help you. Disclaimer: if you need to respond, keep it close-ended. They need to realize you are no longer prioritizing them. Also, the reason for no contact varies per person and situation. So that's why I say to you, book a one-on-one coaching session. Speak to one of the coaches. I'm more than happy to help you if you feel like you connect with this video and you liked the message. But at the end of the day, making sure that you are positioning yourself in the best possible way will get you the best outcome. I think applying just general reconciliation or relationship recovery strategies, while they may be helpful to some degree, it's not specific to your situation. And specificity in these types of circumstances is a game changer. If that is something that you're interested in, if you feel like, okay, I get it, I understand what I should be doing, but I need a little bit more help, I'm going to provide a link for you in the description box down below so that you can book your one-on-one coaching session so we can have a conversation. Usually how it goes is I sit down with you, we discuss, you tell me your situation, you give me as much detail as you possibly can, and then I ask questions, we dig in a little bit deeper, we get to the root of the issues, and we strategize together. So again, if that's something that you're interested in, I've left a link in the description box down below. If you have any questions, if you have experience in this, if you are just like, Coach Danny, I don't really fully understand this. Can somebody provide me with a little bit of clarity or a little bit more for this video? Make sure you leave a comment in the comment box down below. I read as many of them as I possibly can, and I respond to as many as I possibly can. Again, if you find yourself in this situation, I empathize, I understand, but it's not the end. I'm telling you that you can get out of this place. I am telling you that you can regain the power and the control in your life. And if your aspiration is to repair or reconcile the relationship, that is also a possibility. Again, my name is Danny. I'm a life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.